Morning. Me and the bro just walking in the bush now. Got all our gears. So we're doing a tree felling audit, and pretty much everything you need to know about tree felling. So our first step is our 5-step falling. So on the way in, see the bro looking up. So we're assessing the site on the way in, make a plan of where we're going to start. So the main thing is we're looking for hazards on the way in. Anything we can miss while we're falling. If I can find an example on the way in, I'll show you. Once we've established where we're falling, we're going to do our individual tree assessment before we cut that tree. So we'll get to that when we get there. But for now we're walking in and we're looking for any hazards. Broken heads, branches, look at our terrain. Whether it's going to be uphill falling, downhill falling. Whether the trees are pruned, unpruned. Prepping and clearing our escape routes. But we're going to go over all of that. As you can see, a little bit steep here. Here's our first example. So there's a bloody branch here. It looks a little bit rotten and it's leaning against this one. Roger, we look out for that. Summer. So we're even going to the extreme of actually looking to where our sun is this morning. Very nice shaded places to fall, because it does make a big difference on fatigue when you're tree felling. So this is, we found this mint spot here. I've already opened it up through here. Our extraction track comes down here. So we've got a nice little pocket here, blocked from the sun. Also looking at wind direction, northwest this morning, so it's going to be behind us. It's another important factor when you're falling. It's a major hazard if you're going to fall against the wind. Just checking out our undergrowth on the way in. It's not too bad. Little things like that. Clear around your trees, clear your escape routes. What we're going to do now is just have a good look around this area. Site assessment, first up. Initially it looks really good. See this double leader here? It's one of the 7 key causes of harm. Broken tops or leaders that could be touching other trees. When they go, they can come back. So, but as we go, individual tree assessment will come in, and we'll come up with a correct plan to do. Right, we'll get to where we're going to start. Introduce you to the newest member of the whānau, Brother Nate. Morning, brother. So we've got our checklist here. So we're going to go over everything. So all our gear and our saws. So Nate's running a brand new 500i, only a month old, so no real need to check over that. This one's probably 8 months old now. Just replaced a mountain here. New fill filter. Alright, our gear, here we go. Falling belt, fire extinguisher, wedges, linear wedges, our dressings, spare chain, heaps of hydration, even got a couple of antihistamines. You never know when you might get stung in the bush. Right, got our radios, bro's got one on. Let's call up the old man, check our comms.
Pretty good for weight there, bro. Probably one more if you need it.
So we've got all our hammer, wedges, signs. Everyone's seen heaps of videos, our signs are always good. Water, food, check. Right, here's our fouling plan. So this is the container down here. We're gonna be in zone 5. Hey bro, up by 21.6, eh? Hey coach, just to confirm, we're going to be in top of zone 5 when we start. Weather conditions are perfect. Slight northerly, which is behind us, which is important. Mean tree height, that's 32 metres. Me and Nate have both got our national tree falling, so competent. 5-step falling plan, we've already been over on the way in, and we'll go through that as we go. Alright, we'll start this audit. So our 5-step falling plan, it's on the way in. We did our site assessment, looking through all the bush on the way in. Now that we're at our spot, we're on our individual tree assessment, looking for hazards. Interlock branches, hang-ups, sailors, terrain, our escape route where we're going to finish. So the first step for me is going to clear around the tree anti-clockwise and make sure our falling area is clean, so when we start we can just cut and go. So I'll be finishing on the top side and I'll be hitting 45 out this way. So I just want to make sure that there's nothing in my way and nothing on my escape route. So I'll start with that. So the reason we're trimming anti-clockwise is for kickback, and it's important never to trim up, always trim down. And if you get kickback, it's going to miss you. But if you go this way, if I get kickback, the saw is going straight at my face. So yeah, anti-clockwise, if you do get kickback, you've got a good chance it's going to miss your face at least. So that's the reason for that. Right, I'll get into it, cut it. A little bit too thick. A little bit too much holding wood, but still safe. So there's my first stump of 10. Nate's going to bring the can over and mark it and fill out his sheet. The stump's pretty uniform, but he's just a little bit too much holding wood. Rafter, probably somewhere through here. That's the reason why I had to hit it with the wedge a couple of times.
Wings is good.
You can see the wing cuts did their job. That stopped all the tearing, all this from ripping out the side. Check. So first stump, hinge, a little bit too much hinge, and a little bit too high on the back cut. 10% is what we're after, so we probably want to be about here. So a couple of little mistakes on the first one. Safe stump, but not perfect. Better. Pretty good. Number 3.
Probably caused that draw. It's probably because the hinge was not even, eh?
Yeah.
But your hinge is bang on.
Number 3. Clean scarf, good height. Just holding wood is slightly uneven by a little bit. We've probably created this little bit of draw wood. A couple of back leaners here. So I'm going to set up a drive, 1 onto 2. So my first thing is prep around my 2 trees. Make sure my escape routes are clear. Put a wedge in each. I'm going to go back to the 3rd one.
Maddie's just setting up a drive. Here's his escape route. Here's his driver. He'll put a wedge in every tree. Another little important thing. Very small tree. Small wedge. We have 3 different size wedges. So soon Maddie will be putting the medium sized one in that one, and probably a big boy in that one. And Harry McCleary. How many times he looks up, I know. Beautiful. That's the 4th time.
We won't count that little scummy one. We'll only count the nice ones, big trees. Nice looking stump that's going to get another cross for the back cut.
A little bit high.
Just slightly high. Yeah, you want that back cut fucking a little bit lower than that. You know, still a bloody safe, good stump, but we're being picky, so another cross. It's too high.
Nice stump.
So we've got a nice prune, but the tree is leaning forward. Quite a good lean forward, so I'm going to bore and release it. But the tree's a little bit too big for my bar, so I'm just going to bore in on the unsafe side, take a little bit out, and I'll finish on the top side. I only take just enough because I'm on the unsafe side. So I've just taken a little bit that I won't reach on that side. Now I'll do all my work on the safe side of the tree. Me. The cut on that side was good, just my finishing cut was on the piss.
Still a safe stump.
Nice and low, everything good, bar the angle on my last cut. Get another young X for that.
Number 8, baby.
And finally cracked a pretty nice one. And it's amazing, hey, just doing the tiniest cut. Like I only would have just reached, but still safe to just put a little cut there on the unsafe side.
Yeah, let's see if there's...
There's a better looking one. Finally a pretty textbook. Borderline on the back cut again, but fuck, he's gonna give me that one. Go baby! Another better one.
That's mint.
We're warming up, brothers. That's better. Last tree. A little bit extra holding, but you get away with that with bore and release.
See, that's minter.
Depending on how heavy the bore and release is, you can leave a little bit more holding wood. It's probably a little bit, on a normal stump, it's probably a little bit too much. Roger. That's me. The brother's turn now. Let's go, baby.
No pressure.
So we've got our 7 key causes of harm. Nate's going to ask me that. Wind strength guidelines. So at the moment we've got a bit of a light breeze. 6 to 11 we reckon. A little tiny bit of movement up there. Roger. So what have we got on my one? Pretty good, just a couple of
good safe stumps, looking up heaps. Good escape routes. Just need to work on the back cut heights.
So there was one uneven holding wood, which was one. and the back cut heights, some of them are a little bit too high. Other than that, the bro was pretty happy.
We've just got to go through 7 key causes of harm.
7 key causes of harm. 7 key causes of harm. We'll fucking go through this together, hey Nate? No, we got falling too close to others within 2 tree lengths will be the first one. Second one will be incorrect fouling techniques. So like a couple of things I did. Uneven hinge or back cut too high. Third one will be broken limbs or sailors in the tops of the trees. And then when the tree goes over, the fourth one will be butt movement, butt swing. When it lands, you know, it's quite unpredictable what it can do. So as long as you're going out your escape route on the top side. Fifth one will be fouling dead trees, dead spars, anything that's got any rot in it. Number 6 will be fouling leaving cut up trees that have stopped on another one and they're left. And what was that? Was that the last one? Was there one more?
One more.
One is getting struck from behind by an object, broken branch, tree falling over, falling in high winds. Roger. Fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. That's the back cut height you want. Fuck bro, it sounds like it's pumping. Number 2, third of second. Not much to say there brothers, textbook. Fucking beautiful. Beautiful. There was just the tiniest little bit on that side. Literally the tiniest bit. But again, spot on, brother.
Quarter cup, baby.
Yeah. Whoa, beauty. Look at that, guys. Fuck, it's sharp, right? Beautiful stump. Just the slightest overcut there on the scarf. Which that is really picking on the bro, hardcore. It's pretty perfect.
boy.
So a little bit of drawwood because the
Uneven hinge, eh?
hinge was just slightly uneven. So that side was pulling a little bit harder, which created a little bit of a draw. Beautiful. He's on, brothers. He's on.
As once the tree goes, you leave. So yeah, small quarter cut. Jump on the other side, and I'll bore and release it.
Roger. This is because the tree's slightly too big for your bar. It's a little bit too big for your bar.
Yeah, I don't want to tear it up. I want to make sure my hinge is even. Get a nice clean break.
So he's going to take a little bit out on this side, and then he's going to get on the safe side of the tree and he's going to bore and release it. Let's go. Last one, baby.
Granddad.
Hey?
Oh, just a little bit granddad on this side.
Fucking slightly.
I just left too much on that quarter cut. Otherwise I would have been primo.
Yeah, it would have been primo.
No tearages.
But you taking a little bit out of this side allowed you to just stay on the safe side and finish your stump. Instead of doing that and then going, oh shit, there's a little bit on this side, so now you've got to come back around.
And it's a beautiful prune.
Yeah, beautiful prune. So he's taken a little bit out of this side and it's just allowed him to stay on the safe side of the tree when it went. Because as you can see, he wouldn't have reached. That's his full bar length. There was a good 4 inches of what he would have missed, and then we will rip the whole prune up. Beautiful.
Summary of the bros cutting here. Straight off the bat, look how he's taken his time to clean that scarf up. Make sure it matches up perfectly. Which just means you're going to get a nice hinge. Now Nate's into his wing cuts to stop the tearing up the sides of the tree. And just look how he takes his time to step back again and make sure that he can't see any hazards in the top of the tree. So he's just doing his quarter cut on the other side because it's quite a big tree. Taking that side out. Now the bro's going to come around, he's going to whack a wedge in for extra safety. Checking his escape route, how he looked, because he knows where he's going. When that tree goes, he knows it's clear, he's heading out. So he's doing his back cut here. Getting the right amount of hinge. As soon as that starts opening, he's out of there. Nice and far out of his escape route. The tree goes over. Bloody beautiful, brother. There it is. Right there. 10 out of 10.
Bit of a snack, bit of a hydration. Beautiful job, bro. Mean stumps.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah, well, bloody, now that the audit's done, we're just gonna observe each other and do some follow up on a couple of things that we've seen in those audits. So yeah, I'll do a few more tanks, work on my back cut height. Bro doesn't really have anything to work on, but we'll have a look as we go. So yeah, we're just going to do our follow up straight away. Hopefully get down this island. Oh! What you got there, my bro?
I did have a cracker. Good Uncle flicking lemon pepper tuna, my bro.
What's that fork you got? Me and the bro did a tank each. Worked on the old stumps. Definitely a lot nicer, just getting that back cut down a little bit.
What are you going to do on the trailer to determine how much weight I put on the truck?
Shut your mouth.
Oh, sorry, brother.
Beautiful.